Greetings, acolyte, and welcome, acolytes, and welcome back to Rogue Trader.
Is there money to be made?
There is violence to be done, and an opening tutorial mission to complete.
To arms! All of you will bleed!
Let's Lord. Now you prepare to take out the two in the back. Our dear Azula, Lord Captain to be. Go there, Adira can go there, and Argenta can sit behind. And we will start ourselves. Excellent. So, Abelard, let's do thing.
I will do my duty.
Prepare to charge in.
It will be done. My ears ringing.
And absolutely eliminate that guy. Like that. Well then, Azula. I have made a tactical error. I cannot do any zapping. Oh, that's fine. Let's see. Let's take out that cutthroat.
Who, if not me?
Go ahead and encourage Abelard a little.
I'll make it happen.
Go, Abelard. Do my will.
You attack.
Zola's turn. Why is it 0% to hit? Oh, whatever.
I'll do it.
Actually, first, let's do the Furious Recital. And then get started on
As the Emperor
blasting away. Of course, only hitting the one guy.
Doubt is for the weak. Struck even prayer.
Still got 2 kills. It's okay. Shotgun time. Move on to Adira. Actually has a decent chance of hitting. I think first priority is to study and then expose the weakness on the combat servitor to make it more vulnerable. And then just open fire.
Was that you? Or...
6 damage.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
The ruinous power. Your end was inevitable.
So let's go ahead and clean up that last heretic.
Victory is imminent.
Endure. Start working down on the servitor.
On it.
Okay, Argenta. Why don't you go ahead and get some early attacks in there?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Nice. And then again. I should put a shotgun on Argenta in my streamed playthrough. That'd be nice. Can you just eliminate it outright? Not quite, but it's got the burn. It'll be okay.
Anything else? On it.
And weaken it. And then it almost dies from wolf burn.
I will do my duty. It will be done.
But Abelard gets the finishing blow. Huzzah! So let's get on thing. We have Finest Hour. So now we can finally do the heroic acts. This allows us to just give an ally an extra turn. Because why not? And we absolutely want Psyker Minoris, which will majorly buff resource preservation. What's this do? 20% chance to save combat stimulant or medikit after use. Cool. But yes, now Ignite is doing 13 to 22. Because that has increased the minimum damage by 6. And the maximum damage by 10. It'll be even better later. Also, it increases the burn damage by 3. And it allows it to penetrate armor a little. So that'll be great. Now then, Abelard, you got your Daring Breach. Anything that would be really nice? Epicenter of Slaughter, actually. That would be very useful. Although the damage deflection and parry chance improvement would also be really good. Archetype. Defensive stance. There's not a chance you're not going to be attacking. Roadkill. Thick skin is nice. You don't have breakthrough. Impetus. Interception. The damage dealt by charge is increased by 9. When it's used from further away. Living Shield. Open Engagement. Opening Strike. Ramming Speed. Just charge distance. My part, what was it? Fleet Combat Training. Whenever the Navy officer scores a critical hit or successfully parries an attack with their primary melee weapon, they immediately make an attack, whichever costs the least AP, their secondary weapon against the same enemy. Yes. He's your main tank. I would rather have him be doing stuff. Let's see. Don't want you to be using combat stuff. Fatebringer, Edge of Fate. At the beginning of every combat, Psyker's allies gain 15% hit chance. First critical hit removes the effect. Warp Minds, Warp Hearts. Weak Hearts. Reserves, Stronger Together. Advice and Guidance. Psychic Power. Every Perils of the Warp increases momentum by 12. Joins Offense. The operative's allies gain +1 hit chance and crit chance when attacking targets affected by exploits. Yes. Firearm Mastery for you, and Combat Melee as well. Why not? And let's make sure to give you any medic bags I have. So you can do that. And let's get looting. Grace of the Oblivious. +5 toughness. Intelligence less than 35. Oh hey! That applies for Azula! Oh nice. You a little bit more. 2 more hit points. Let's keep that at Abelard, I think. He's gonna benefit the most from it. Make sure I'm not missing anything. And move
I
forward.
always keep my options open.
To the Void Ship Bridge. Where? There's some extra cargo.
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Traitor! Right when we needed all forces to deliver a decisive blow, you stepped aside. Do not even try to claim that my vox casts did not reach you.
Ethelred, who is clutching the bleeding wound on his chest, gives you a hateful glare.
I sense the mark of the warp on you. An echo of the powers that are ravaging this ship. What is it? The aftermath of the terrors that you had to face? Or an admission of guilt?
Merely a trace of the corruption that is assailing this vessel.
Perhaps. The God Emperor knows this crew is infested with corruption as it is.
Let us leave this conversation for another time. Master Edelthrad, it is with great sorrow that I inform you that Lady Theodora von Valancius is dead.
What? You? This is your doing.
Oh, hardly.
Master Edelthrad, no! We have remained in each other's sight ever since we broke free from Kunrad's schemes. The Lord Captain was killed by another's hand, and by the Golden Throne. I can surmise whose hand it was.
No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
Ethelred shudders and grabs his shoulder as you watch the sleeve of his jacket bursts open and two bone growths pierce through the fabric.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
Perhaps the warp does not have to be the end.
Enough talking rubbish. The navigator's alive and ready to take the ship out of the warp, if he gets some help from the bridge.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
You can see Conrad Votver clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time!
Ethelred bites his nickel, desperately thinking. You see a wave ripple across the whites of his eyes, and they begin to turn a sickly yellow. Dry weapon. Vote very duplicitous cur, the rogue trader's death will be avenged!
What? Theodora is dead? No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
Votvir stares at you with seemingly genuine bewilderment.
I will not die quietly alongside one who is a traitor to her blood. If my last service to the Imperium is to rip out the throat of an enemy of humanity, then such is the God Emperor's will.
Edelthrad, don't!
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Your demise is already calculated.
Defeats the warp creature. So then, Azula needs line of sight. Abelard. Tyler, get up. I will also be the first one acting, so that'll give me an opportunity to eliminate one of these 6. causing trouble. Let's see, and Abelard will be able to get into range as well. But I should remain in cover, just to be safe. I'll go over there. Indira can go up here. When do we start? First order of business. Just knock that guy out. Shift 2 on Argenta. And shift 3 to get her moving. Actually, yeah, let's see if
I'll do it.
shift 2 for Viewer Societal.
As the Emperor commands, execute it.
Oh, nuts. And then shift 1 to get her more shotgun.
Escape the Emperor's judgment. I refuse. I am his will made manifest.
Give you Fire Master as well.
Doubt is for the weak. This is unacceptable.
And that's your turn. And my turn. Indira. My Dira. You can't get line of sight on any of the other guys. So let's just have you work in a support capacity.
Anything else?
Studying and weakening the warp entity. Chaos spawn, as it were. See if you can't get a couple of pot shots off.
Was it you?
Oh, you actually did. Nice. Abelard, my man.
At your beck and call.
Brace for impact and
It will be done.
charge. And then endure, because there's trouble coming. Argenta. How about you go ahead and move there to
I
eliminate
will
that guy.
bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Preventing some absorption fun.
Chaos guides me.
I've suffered worse.
What? Just knocked him down, huh? Hey, Abelard, move. Why did I cast Ignite on you? God damn
I
it.
won't compromise my principles. Here's my
I'm sorry.
perfect moment.
Argenta, revel in your slaughter. And take a shot down there. Should have guessed.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, and you still have access to the other thing. There goes that guy. Cool. Ow.
That is not the Emperor's will.
Unavailable, it's your turn. So you're exhausted. Abelard, please. Oh, damn. Adira, keep debuffing the entity. Taking pot shots. Or not. Let's not do that. What's going on with Abelard? You got Warp Burn, that's my fault. Prone. For another turn.
I'll do it. As the
One shot
Emperor
down.
commands, I act. Faith without
And
deeds
reload.
is worthless.
Okay, now it's my turn again.
I'll see
Some
to it
fire on the
personally.
chaos spawn.
Who, if not me? I'll see to it personally.
Dare to act a little bit more.
Anything else? Will do.
Keep exposing weaknesses.
But of course.
She can't take any shots,
that you?
unfortunately, but she
Or-
can move around a little.
What is this foreboding?
Maybe.
On it.
Nice.
My ears are ringing. I will do my duty.
Endure.
Indeed.
Man. It's in my recorded playthrough, Abelard has been a parry monster, but in this time around, he's not doing so great. Let's go ahead and get you over a little.
Guided by faith. I refuse.
Let's go ahead and heal yourself up.
Ministration is a holy task.
There we go. Also, I really should have put a, there he goes.
I'll make it happen.
But yeah, I really should have remembered to put the axe on him. I can't do anything else. Adira, continue doing
Anything
your
else?
thing. Move over, take a couple of pot shots. It's your
I've
turn.
suffered worse. It will be done.
Endure.
Victory is imminent.
I'll do it.
Just gonna take some shots
As
here.
the Emperor commands, I act.
Now it's time to eliminate this beast. The power of warped fire.
Another enemy down.
Nice. And we find a blade shard. A blade made from a mysterious metal that shimmers with unnatural colors. Let's go and start leveling up a little. Now then, let's get willpower up to 60. Oh, because of the psychic staff. I was wondering why it was 65. It should have been 55, but no, it's been 60 because of the bonus from the psychic staff, which has been making Ignite that much more powerful. But yeah, willpower for the extra damage on our thing. Second sight would be nice. Stabilizing factor would be nice. Subtle manipulation would be nice. I want all of this. Psychic barrage would be excellent. Because I don't want Azula to be in the front anyway. Could do Sparks of the Greater Flame for that critical chance. Oh, it's Blaze. Would be neat. Melting Armor. But yeah, I want to focus on just hitting and damage. Backdraft. Whatever, Psychic Power. It's damage. And random enemy within 2 cells from the initial target suffers half the damage. Very nice. I think I'm going to go for Stabilizing Factor first thing. Just to make it a bit less dangerous to be throwing around psychic powers in high risk situations. Now then, Abelard. Not that this is going to matter, but let's get thick skin on you. Toughness up to 65, weapon skill up to 45. Yeah, let's go for weapon skill. Oh, that might be why I didn't upgrade his stuff. Whatever. Doth not matter. Let's go get your perception up to 50. And doing my part, ready to serve. Advice and guidance. Thriving in peril. Force reality. Let's get stabilizing factor on you too. Not that it matters, I don't think. Because I should have access to... Yeah, let's get rapid reload on you. I should have access to mercenaries between now and the next combat. There's nobody to loot. Steinrich Montag.
Yeah.
See, the ship could use a prayer or two right now, but it's too early for a funeral. My repairmen are already hard at work fixing the damaged compartments. We can and we will make it.
Rival, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal. Living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry, we'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum, which is our only chance of escaping from the warp. Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you is filled with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
You direct your attention upward to the throne that sits at the apex of the tall staircase. I'm ready. Begin the ritual. Hello? Okay, waiting for Abelard to show up. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerer's currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eye reveals the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire. The other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. The voice seeps directly into your brain without ever touching your ears, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp.
stand in the path of another's destiny only to steal it. You accepted the call of the primordial truth and claimed that fate as your own. So be it. I wove the threads of destiny and held out my hand to you when the flame arose in your path. You took it, and in doing so, sealed your fate. In the future, you will repay me for this boon in full.
You struck a deal with the warp spawn when it offered to lead you out of the trap on the officer's deck. It resonates and merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later, you realize that all these voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind. Are you the one behind all that is happening here? The one who addressed me and who guided me out of the flames?
Indeed, for the boundless truth encompasses all. Merely one part of it reached out to you. And answer you did. You could become the new champion.
The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy. A relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Your head begins to spin, viscous drops slither down your cheeks. You blink, and you are no longer looking at Theodora, which is the traitor of Votivir, just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition. The same terrifying voice seethes from his lips.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
The image is scattered by invisible sorcerous winds, and you see Adira, her eyes aglow with the same sinister flame.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
A cavalcade of hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson, purple. The images replace one another in a violent kaleidoscope without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty.
Seneschal? The Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
Rever turns around and looks up at you. He hesitates for a few moments, then addresses Abelard, who is standing next to you.
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
Rever does not look away. He is giving you a hard stare, his white brows furrowed.
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you, with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow, that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty.
It takes time for Abelard to respond. You watch as he grits his teeth, unable to bring himself to say anything. Finally, he adjusts his blood-stained coat, straightens, and begins to speak.
By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision.
After waiting out the first wave of shocked cries, Abelard glances at you and continues.
It is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, Have you lost your tongues? Hail your lady. It is because of her toils that we all still live. The deed is done, mistress. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
The Seneschal turns to you. He looks at least half a decade older.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. At the cost of many sacrifices made by the Lord Captain in the name of her own ambitions.
And with that, Azula has ascended to Lord Captain of the Von Valancius Rogue Trader Dynasty. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Abelard's face, though the old officer's eyes are keen. They rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, and then nods. Well then, your ladyship. Can't help but notice that the Seneschal does not know how to talk to you, or where to begin, as his attention brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though something else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. You must hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely, and now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. How did we come to lose so many officers? It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found. Which is unsurprising, given that their informant on board was their own Master of Whispers. Abelard grimaces. What is on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the conditions of the ship and crew? The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I'm still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly again could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you are personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge. And they, in turn, will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. You spoke, surely. I am the Lady Captain, am I not? There is no mistake, your ladyship. Lady Theodora, before you, was also the Lord Captain. Do not take your title literally. Think of it as sacred rank that remains unchanging no matter who bears the warrant. You have been chosen by the Emperor to carry the honorable burden of the rogue trader. High Gothic, whence this title originates, is a highly formal language, and so a certain level of inflexibility is to be expected. Have you succeeded in tracking down Votvir? Abelard grits his teeth. No, Lord Captain. And the commotion, his trail went cold. People are still on the hunt for him, and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors, but frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now one shuttle short. I'm afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all that he has wrought. I'm ready to start the briefing. Summon the officers. With a gesture, Abelard relays the orders to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, the expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention officers, you have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Azula von Valancius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you would introduce those present, Abelard. As you wish, your leadership. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Victus Suri Otta of the Ptolemon line, our new Vox Master. It is an honor to serve you, your ladyship. The Vox Master offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Revor, the Master Helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large, dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face gives a sullen nod. Hail, Captain! I see your ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our high factotum Generous Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and the general material well-being of the ship. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavyset man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bows. It is an honor, your ladyship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have the 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard, the Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship, and lastly the Drives Master, servant of the Omnissiah. 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drives Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving the complicated manipulation of the tech priest's mechadendrites. Is this everyone? Unfortunately, our choir master, the esteemed Zachary Wise, head of the Astropath section, is unable to join us. He is in charge of the communications with distant star systems. Master Wise has been in a trance for some time now, attempting to contact other planets in the Von Valencia's protectorate, and inform them of Lady Theodora's passing and Conrad Votvir's treachery. I will deliver a report to your leadership on the Astropath's progress as soon as it is possible to do so. This is Generous Danrock. It is equally regrettable that 2 more individuals worthy of attention could not join us at the briefing, Master-at-Arms and Confessor Adalbert. The eminent Adalbert must see to the funeral services being held for the fallen officers, of whom there are too many for him to take leave from the chapel, and Mr. Sauerbeck, who has replaced her late predecessor as our Master-at-Arms, is currently leading the search for any surviving agents of Votvir. All those present are adjutants, secretaries, and deputies. They're here to make up a record of proceedings. I wish to hear the Infernus Master's report. Henrik Montag. Yes, Lord Captain. The tall man bows his head in deference. I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment, in terms of material losses and crew casualties, has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Abelard remarks in a low voice, pitched for your ears only. The lad is managing well so far, he can take the heat, so to speak. High Factotum, what have you to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full count of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your ladyship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the tech priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There's only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately, this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykad Minoris. However, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Especially true, given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. Rumbles Abelard, frowning. Drives, Master. I'll hear from you now. Zira Talar. A voice distorted by a Vox retranslator emerges from the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnissiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engineer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement as soon as possible. I see, thank you. Tech Priest bows her head. Master Helmsman, deliver your status report. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our Engineer Prime and Navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. And Vox Master Victus says, Your Ladyship, if you will allow me to interject, when we arrived in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Nobilite system. The station maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck. A true blessing from the God Emperor. A sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull as if in response to what you had just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should be thanking for such good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during your translation to real space echo in your mind. I am the will of the Weaver of Destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. Wherever says, if I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round the system till our heads are swimming, as long as the Promethium and supplies last. And if any thick-as-rocks shit lowlives come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out. So don't you worry on that score. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report? Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire when I'm told. Just ask anyone. We've got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? Comes the officer's hostile and bitter reply. It is as if a dam has burst inside and all his pent-up emotions are rushing out of him. The ship's in ruins. Every second officer's dead, and now we've got a green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to void knows where. Silence! The bridge's magnificent glass panes seem to tremble under the force of Abelard's roar. Enforcers, seize this mutineer. Abelard grunts. If only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces, that's not bad at all. Your Ladyship, I do humbly apologize on behalf of the entire crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? The former Master of Ordnance, I should say. Besides find a replacement, that is, for we already have one lined up. Experienced Masters of Ordnance are few and far between, so for that reason, he may remain in post. I leave this punishment at your discretion, Abelard. 20 lashes a month for the next 6 months. Deprivation of officers' rations and privileges for the same period. The option to extend. Record that in his file, says Abelard. Abelard stares unblinkingly at the Master of Ordnance. Cease your sniveling. You disgrace yourself and your entire clan. Enough. The hysterics are over. Let us resume. Master of Ordnance stands up, wiping the blood from his broken nose. His face is a picture of shock. Just happens seem to be dawning on him only now, and the knowledge of the fate he so narrowly escaped. To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new Engineer Prime and Navigator. Is that all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain. But bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out on Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we'll never reach Footfall without first solving these 3 immediate problems. What can you tell me about the system in which we currently find ourselves? I see to the Voxmaster at this point. Mistress Tolleman? We are in the Rykad star system, and our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your ladyship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies in the system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobilite system has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid in the system, and Rykad Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our augurs have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Navis Nobilite station and find out what in the void is going on. Thank you for all your reports. Dismissed. The assembled officers salute you as one. Let's see. Your Ladyship, there's one other thing, a confidential matter of utmost importance. Lady Theodora, Abelard hesitates, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought the ship here to the system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. And I shall tell you. The Lord Inquisitor, Hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will and the Coronis Expanse. I would be honored to fulfill the Inquisitor's commission. What is it he asked of Theodora? Actually, I came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. Actually, no. I'd be honored to fulfill the commission. The Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrich van Kalox. An interrogator, you understand? All I know is that he is somewhere in the system, and we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall in the Furibundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilite or the Governor of Rykad Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, Your Ladyship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it's a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valancius Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and it seems he's about to offer some words of encouragement. Adira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. Sister Abettel grimly nods towards Adira. The Psyker is suffering some ailment or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Adira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Daybreak. Adira, come to your senses. Damn it! Adira presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your Ladyship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn. And it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Miss Telas? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it. Alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. Saker's bitten lips stretch into a wry smile. If there's nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get to work. Okay. Yes. Finally free of dialogue. Oh, my throat. Thank you for watching all of this. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, maybe submit yourself to become a part of Azula's retinue. I will get to what people have submitted themselves between this video and the next. Get them mercenaries, get them made into mercenaries, get them equipped. Only restriction is no psychers. Only our dear Lady Azula gets to be a psyker and hog up all of that warp perils for herself. But yeah, I'll see you later.